You might think the ocean has a top predator. It doesn't. Every animal down here is food for something bigger, and the biggest ones are eventually food for something far smaller. You are going in at the very bottom as a single drifting speck of life. You will be eaten 19 times over. The last thing that eats you is already waiting down there. You begin as phytoplankton, smaller than a single grain of dust. You cannot swim, you cannot hide. You just drift wherever the water decides to take you. You might think nothing would bother hunting something this small, but the ocean's largest animals skip every step and come straight at you. A mouth the size of a car opens and the light goes out. Now you are a copepod, and for the very first time, you can move. You have an escape jump faster than almost anything else alive in the sea. You might think that would save you, but your jump pushes a tiny pressure wave through the water, and fish are built to feel it. Every time you flee, you ring a dinner bell. Something swallows you in the black. You come back as krill, and now there are trillions of you. You swarm so thick that the water above you turns dark red for many miles. You might think a crowd this enormous is a kind of fortress, but a blue whale does not chase individuals. It simply opens up its jaws and takes 80 tons of water in one gulp. 500,000 of you vanish at once. Now you are a sardine, and you finally have eyes, speed, and a school around you. Thousands of you turn as one silver body, twisting so tightly that no predator can pick out a single target. You might think the crowd protects you, but the crowd is not really hiding you. It only lowers the odds that the next mouth takes you instead of your neighbor. The attack comes from everywhere at once. Tuna slam up through your school from below. Dolphins herd you upwards into a tight spinning ball. Gannets fold their wings and hit the water like falling spears from above. You might think the middle is the safest place to be, but the ball keeps shrinking, and the middle is where every mouth is now aiming. Now you are a squid, and for the first time you are properly armed. You can fire yourself backwards on a jet of water. You can vanish behind a black cloud of ink. You can change color in one single heartbeat. You might think you are untouchable now, but the deep is completely dark, and every trick you own was built for animals that hunt with eyes. A sound hits you from the darkness, so loud that it stuns your entire body still. A sperm whale is scanning for you with rapid clicks, and it does not need any light at all to find you down here in the black. You might think you can jet away in time, but it already knows exactly where you are. A jaw lined with cone teeth closes and drags you under. Now you are a mackerel, and you are built entirely for speed. Your whole body is a torpedo. Your muscles never stop moving, and you can outrun almost anything else that swims in this water. You might think that speed is escape, but everything hunting you at this level is faster. Speed only decides how fast you reach the thing that finally eats you. Now you are a sea turtle hatchling, and you finally have some armor. But first, you have to cross the open sand. Crabs drag your siblings down into holes. Gulls take them straight out of the air. Only a tiny fraction of you ever reach the water. You might think the waves mean safety, but fish are already waiting in there for exactly this one night. You survive the beach, and then drift for years out in the open ocean. Your shell hardens. You grow too big for most mouths to handle. You might think you have finally outgrown being prey. But a floating plastic bag looks exactly like a jellyfish, and you cannot tell the difference. You swallow it, and something with no teeth at all still kills you. Now you are a bluefin tuna, and you are close to the very top. You are warm-blooded, 3 meters long, and faster than most boats. Almost nothing left in this ocean can catch you. You might think you have finally won this, but a net 2 kilometers wide closes around your entire school, and the fastest fish alive still cannot swim through rope nets. Now you are a seal, and you can finally breathe air. You are agile, clever, and extremely hard to catch underwater. You might think that lungs are a real advantage down here, but lungs mean you have to return to the surface, and the surface is one thin line that every predator already knows. They simply wait at the exact place you are forced to go. You break the surface to breathe. Below you, a great white has been holding still in the dark water, watching your small, dark silhouette against the light above. You might think you would see it coming, but it climbs from underneath at 40 kilometers an hour and hits you before you register any motion. The impact lifts you clear out of the water. Now you are a dolphin, and for the first time in this chain, you are truly self-aware. You have a name, a family, and a brain that makes real plans. You might think that intelligence finally changes things here, but intelligence does not make you faster or stronger. It only means that when the orcas surround your pod, you understand what comes next. Now you are a great white shark. You are 6 meters of solid muscle, carrying 300 teeth, and nothing in this entire ocean challenges you. You might think this is the top of the chain. But a shape is moving toward you that is bigger, faster, and hunting in one coordinated group. Your whole body freezes, and you cannot force yourself to swim. An orca flips you upside down and holds you there. Turned over like that, your entire body shuts down into a state of total paralysis, and you cannot fight back at all. You might think that it simply wants to eat you, but it opens you up with surgical precision, takes out only your liver, and leaves the rest of you sinking down into the dark below. Now you are the orca, and nothing left in the ocean hunts you at all. You might think that this is finally real safety, but something is already inside you. Worms are now burrowing through your sinuses. A parasite ate the tongue of the fish you swallowed and replaced it. The things that kill the greatest predators are small enough to swallow whole. You die of old age and sink for hours down into complete darkness. You might think that is the end of it, but hagfish tunnel into your body and eat you from the inside out. Sleeper sharks strip the flesh off your body. Then, pale worms with no mouths at all bore into your bones for 30 years. Nothing down here is ever allowed to simply stop dead. What is left of you drifts down as marine snow, a slow, white fall of everything the ocean has already eaten. All of it feeds the plankton. The plankton feeds the copepods, and the copepods then feed everything above them. You started out as one of those tiny drifting specks of life. The ocean has no top predator, and you never once left this chain.